What's going on YouTube? Thanks for tuning into the channel. Welcome to Oh So Simplified, where I give you that simplified education that you need and that you deserve. Let's jump right into this. The 3 reasons you will not succeed in 2021. Maybe it's already happened. Maybe you've already failed in these first couple days. Well, it doesn't matter. You can get back on track, and I'm going to give you the 3 major pitfalls. Let's get into it. The first pitfall would be discipline and your sense of urgency, and they kind of go hand in hand. So discipline, that is doing what you need to do when you need to do it, whether you feel like it or not, a la Brandon Carter. At least he's the one that I first heard say it like that. So there's times where you have things to do. This has happened to you in your past, I'm positive. And it's happened to me, where you have things that you need to get done, but for whatever reason you don't feel like it, and you let your feelings let it go to the next day. It goes to tomorrow. Tomorrow is always a day away. And that kind of mixes in with the sense of urgency. You have to have a sense of urgency with anything that you do. If you want to get it done and you actually want to achieve your goals, basically you have to have a sense that there is a deadline, there is a time limit, there is a time constraint that's going to push you to actually get this done. And this is actually something that's dubbed Parkinsons Law, and it's that any work that you have to do will expand to fit the allotted time that's within it. And it can actually go in the reverse too. If you shrink the amount of time you have to do with it, you will force the amount of work to get done in that allotted amount of time as well. And you probably felt this yourself whenever you've had a deadline on something, especially if you've been to university. You didn't write a thing of your paper the whole semester, and then literally 2 days before you basically just read everything you need to do all the research, and write a 10-page paper and turn it in. Somehow you got that burst of energy to finish it right before the deadline hits. So that is Parkinson's Law, and that is really the main crux of what's going to get things started in terms of you actually completing and finishing what you need to do. When you need to do it, you do what you need to do, whether you feel like it or not, and you have a sense of urgency that you can't put this off to the next day. You have to get it done now. So that's the first pitfall. Don't fall into that pit, because it's a deep drop. Number 2, systems and processes. This is the biggest pitfall that I think I ran into very early on. I'm a child of YouTube, just like you guys, adult of YouTube, because I really got into it more so after college on the educational tip, but I digress. Basically, you need to have systems and processes for how you're actually going to get things done. You don't want to rely strictly on willpower and, once again, motivation, feeling like it. When you have a system, you don't really have to think. It's just putting one foot in front of the other, doing what needs to be done, and then getting it done, and having a system of accomplishing it. So you don't have to, reinvent the wheel every time you look to do something. You're just following a general system, a general process of things that you do to get it done. So that is really the second pitfall, that a lot of people don't take time to plan out what they're going to do. They just try to wing it, and then that is going to be a way higher tax burden on your mental system, your decision-making system. And there's lots of studies on this, but that's not the purpose of this video. That is, your willpower is a finite amount that you have throughout the day. So not having systems and processes is wasting your willpower on things that you could have just decided months in the past, or not even months, just literally maybe an hour. Create a system, create a process, follow it for a week, and you don't have to think, what am I going to do Monday, what am I going to do at 4 o'clock, what am I going to do on Tuesday. It's all laid out for you, makes it very easy. So that is pitfall number 2. Now we're going to jump into pitfall number 3, the most critical of them all, is that you haven't made a decision and you haven't made a commitment. And this one is kind of one of those things that gets deeper and deeper and deeper the more that you think about it. What is a commitment and what is a decision? I like Grant Cardone's definition that time and money need to flow towards that decision. You need to have dedicated time that you are putting towards this task, putting towards these goals, or you're not going to succeed in them. It has to be a real commitment. And then Jared Glant, his protege, I really like what he says all the time, that you have to make these commitments every day. It's not like you commit on January 1st, and then on January 2nd you can just think back to commitment number 1. Or let's think about in June. Are you thinking about what you committed to in January? Every single day you need to make this commitment, and you need to be dedicating this time, and you need to be dedicating money to this process. And this commitment is really going to be, you know, what sums up everything. I like MJ DeMarco, the author of Unscripted and the Millionaire Fastlane. He calls this your fuck this event. You know, you might have had a fuck this moment, where you felt like, you know, I definitely got to do this. I'm going to go towards this. I don't like the way things are going. I need to make a change, and then it falls away. But you need to have a major event, something that, you know, every day you can think about this and say, you know, this is what I decided. This is what I committed to, and I'm going to get it done. In these future videos, you know, this channel is going to be extremely transparent. So this is going to be my most transparent channel. If you want to follow my other channels, in the link in the description below. I'm going to explain to you guys my commitments throughout the year, but this channel is definitely something, or just YouTube in general, and just making this push of an online business, where I've kind of made a half commitment in the past. Probably in 2017 was my biggest half commitment, and now I've made a full commitment. I'm going to see where it goes for the whole year. 2021, that's the year for me, just making it happen. That's the motto I'm sticking by. But you need to make that decision. You need to make a commitment. Commitments need to be made every day, and a commitment isn't a real decision commitment unless you are attributing time and money to that commitment. So that is pitfall number 3. That's it for this video. If you like the content, like, comment, subscribe. Welcome to the tribe if you like the vibe. And until next time, you know what it is. Peace out.